meal before coming?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. We good? Alright. So, the title of today's program is Effective English Communication Skills for Social Interactions. So let's just look at the topic, right? So, what are social interactions? When do we have social interactions?
When you go outside?
When you go outside, yes. But if we walk alone outside in a park by ourselves, are we having a social interaction? No. Now the word social means being outside, and the word interaction means to interact with other people, to communicate with other people in some way, shape, or form, right? Okay, very good. So today we are actually learning skills to enhance our social interactions. Okay? Alright. Also to communicate in English more effectively. Alright, so my name is Miss Shakira. You can all call me Shakira, like the singer. But I don't do the dance, unfortunately, and I can't sing. So, alright, house rules, mobile phone etiquette, be respectful of each other, be considerate, be collaborative. Okay, thank you. Now, what are we going to learn in this course? We are talking about language skills, how to interact effectively in a social environment. This course will cover formal and informal greetings, responses, lexical discourse, pronunciation, intonation, conversational skills, and appropriate body language. Now let's look at some of these words. Lexical discourse, what does it mean? What is lexical discourse? Any idea? You can guess, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll tell you, lexical discourse actually means words or vocabulary or phrases that we use in the English language to have a conversation. Okay, so we can use lexical discourse in questions, in our responses, in making a statement, in writing, right? That's lexical discourse. How to use the right vocabulary, the right grammar, right punctuation as well in lexical discourse. Okay, that's what lexical discourse means. Pronunciation is how we pronounce a word. Okay, intonation, up, down, right? Sounds. How does the sound of the word, how's the sound supposed to be, right? Conversational skills and of course body language. How we stand. If I'm going to stand here looking like this, I don't think you'll feel very comfortable, right? Okay, so let's move on. Now, I'm going to write something on the board. 3 statements, okay? Okay, can you all see this clearly? Alright. I have ridden a motorcycle. I have been to New Zealand. I have written a book. Now there are 2 truths and 1 lie. I want you to think about this. Now, how many of you think that the first one is a lie? How many of you think this is true? 3? Okay, the rest are not sure? Okay. I've been to New Zealand. How many of you think this is a lie? How many of you think this is true? Okay, rest still unsure. I have written a book. How many of you think this Oh, sorry, two truths,
Okay.
one lie. Sorry.
The New Zealand one is a lie.
New Zealand one is a lie. Okay. Ziv, which one is the lie?
The third one.
The third one, I've written a book. Okay. TD, which one is the lie?
Number one.
Number one is the lie. Okay. Siva, number one. Gladys, two. Okay. Jessica, which do you think is the lie? Which one is not true about me? Number three, I've written a book. Okay, I'm going to surprise all of you.
The one is the truth.
I've done this, I've done this,
My God.
and I have not done this.
Okay.
Okay, so I have ridden a bike a long time ago. I have, and it was a real motorcycle. We rode it around a very small neighborhood in Ipoh. I have written a book. It was a children's book. It was published a long time ago. Children's book on, that was actually, yeah, rhymes and syllables and yeah, things like that. So that was a long time ago. But I've never been to New Zealand. So now I want you guys to write on your piece of paper 2 truths and 1 lie about yourselves. 2 truths, 1 lie. So maybe you can say, I like to eat egg. I like to eat chicken. I don't like to eat fish. Something like that. What you like to eat, what you don't like to eat. I like to.
呢個你講我就識嘅。如果中意喜歡食菜食魚，唔中意食魚嘅咧就
係你自己私人嘅嘢，你可以講我係單身，我結咗婚，我識揸大炮。我唔識車大炮。OK，你有冇真係冇搞？
好問題我都唔識英文。
冇，我幫你寫。
哦，
你睇下寫。
我識揸飛機。
呢個肯定屬翻千里大炮啊！
Just think of 2 things about yourself. So you know yourself very well. So think about things that you like or you enjoy, or maybe something you've done before. It doesn't have to be a great experience. It's just something about yourself.
你中意揸摩托，我寫呢度，你中意揸摩托，可以嘅。
唔識食嘢啊？唔得。
食嘢咪去鬥。
瞓覺每個人都中意嘅喎。
第三個假嘅咩？
You can say I have 3 cats, but maybe you have 2. You can say I have 4 cars,
有寵物。
but you have 1. You can No? Okay. How many of you think it's the Japan one? Been to
China.
China, sorry, China. No? Okay, how many of you think it's the egg? He likes to eat egg.
Change my mind. The first one.
The first one. So, okay, there's two of you who think it's the first one. Yeah? The first one is the yeah, the one, the egg or the sing? The egg. The egg. Okay.
I'm not sure the singing.
The singing one. Singing one. All right. So what's the truth?
Which one is the truth?
Yeah, which one is the truth?
The second and the third.
Okay. So he has been to China and he does love to sing. So you are right. It's the egg. He hates the egg.
They say the singing.
Yeah, I said the singing.
Oh, okay.
So we were
Well, all right. So the egg was the lie. He don't like eggs.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Next, can we have Atira?
I like blue color. I have ridden a motorcycle, and I have a gold
You have a gold?
bar.
A gold bar. Okay. So again, one more time. She's ridden a the first one was
I love blue color.
she loves the color blue, yes.
I have ridden a motorcycle.
She has ridden a motorcycle
I have a gold bar.
and she has a gold bar. Which is the lie?
Gold bar.
The gold bar.
It's too obvious, isn't it?
It's too obvious, isn't it? Okay, so she's just given us the answers. Was that a lie? Was that a lie? Okay, alright, okay. Alright, Gladys, can we have your statement,
Okay,
please?
number one is I have a dog.
Okay,
I have been to Japan
okay,
and I like plants.
okay. So I have a dog, I've been to Japan, and I like plants. Which is the lie?
Japan.
I say Japan, yeah.
Japan,
She loves
Japan,
pen and she had dog.
Yeah.
Japan, Japan. Everybody agreed it was Japan?
Or
The lie, the lie.
lie.
Lie. Okay, Gladys, which one was the lie? The second one, you were all right. Japan. Okay, thank you. All right, Zip.
I'm good at swimming.
Okay.
That's one. The second one, I like spicy food.
Okay.
The third one, I rather stay home than go shopping.
Okay. Which is the lie?
Someone.
The? Did you all hear her? Did you hear
Swim,
her?
yeah.
Swim.
The he said swim is
I
the
said
lie.
The swimming. Okay, so she likes swimming. You said you like swimming.
I'm good at swimming.
She's good at swimming. Second one was
I like spicy food.
she likes spicy food. And the third one,
I rather stay home than going shopping.
she'd rather stay home
Two is
than
a
go
lie.
out shopping. Okay, which one?
Two is a lie.
This three? Okay, so he says the third one is the lie, rather stay home than go shopping.
I said two.
She said two, which is the
Spicy food.
spicy food and swimming. You say three as well. Okay, Ziv, yours is very good.
You'd be
Which one
surprised.
is the lie?
I guess I'm wrong.
You'd be
I guess I'm
surprised.
wrong.
I hate spicy food.
Not here lah. I cannot. She's very good. I cannot.
Okay, alright. Cameron, can we have you share with us?
First one is I have 6 cats. Second one is I have 5 brothers. And the last one I had to change it from the orange one, so I put I like Marvel movies.
Very interesting. Everything sounds very possible. So, first one, 6 cats. Second one, 5 Which one? The bike,
First one.
eat and sleep,
I say bike, yeah.
two dogs.
First one.
First one, bike,
I say second.
you say second. Okay, second is eat and sleep. She likes to eat and sleep. Which one is the lie?
That one. She have 2 dogs.
The third one was the lie. She has two dogs. So how many dogs does she have? She doesn't have any. Okay, all right.
Okay, we all
Thank you all for this. I hope you had a little bit of fun. So now that we're all a bit relaxed and we know each other pretty well, and we know that we all can lie well. Let's move on. All right, so this is about communication. What is communication? Okay, so literally this is the process of sharing information and ideas, verbal or non-verbal. So we can communicate with each other verbally by speaking, using language, or non-verbally. Okay? So if I were to do this, what am I doing?
Wait.
What do you think? Yes, when do I do this?
Hi.
Hi or
Bye.
bye. Okay, good. Now if I were to do this,
Quiet.
shh, quiet. I don't even have to make the sound. You know that's what I'm saying. If I do this, what do you think I'm saying?
Scared.
I'm scared. That's right. If I do this,
You don't like
no. Yes, I don't like it. Stay away. So these are non-verbal gestures that we make, and we are communicating to another person, right? We're telling people what we want without using verbal communication. All right. Now, personality types. We're all different, right? We're all different. We all like different things. We enjoy different things. We dislike different things. And we've had different experiences in our lives. So there are 3 types of personalities. These are the main 3 types. There are other types as well, but these are the main 3 types. Have you heard of them? Have you heard of them? The first one is an extrovert. The second one is an introvert, and the third one is an ambivert. Okay, so who knows what an extrovert is? Let's see if you can just, if you know or if you can guess what an extrovert is.
Like more outgoing people?
More outgoing, so people who like being, going out, sharing, talking. Okay, are they shy people? No. They like being in the center of attention. They like talking, right? They enjoy speaking and communicating with others. How about introverts?
They shy.
Introverts are shy, yes. Do they like being in large groups of people,
No, they
around
don't.
large
They
groups of
don't.
people? No, they don't. They prefer smaller groups of people. They do have friends. They're not lonely people who live in a cave. They have friends. They just prefer close friends, a small group of friends, and they don't really like being in big social settings. Now, an ambivert. What's an ambivert?
Is that like a person who's both at certain times?
Very good, exactly. So an ambivert is a cross between both of these. They do enjoy socializing, they do enjoy being around people, but at times they prefer being by themselves. They enjoy their alone time because they need it, they need that space. So I think between all of us, we can actually now sit and think about which category we fall under. Okay, so how many of you think you're an extrovert? No? How about introverts? Any introverts here? Okay, introverts. All right. Ambiverts. Ambiverts. Okay, I think generally most of us are ambiverts, right? Okay. Depending on time, place, and people you're with, right? Okay, barriers to communication. Now, when we speak to others, when we talk to others, we communicate, sometimes we have problems. Now, these are some of the problems. There are others. Let's look at it. Different languages spoken. Okay, so when we speak different languages, it often becomes a barrier for communication. When we want to say something but we don't know how to verbally allocate the language, right? Okay, lack of proficiency in the language. I know some words, but I don't know all the words. I know the idea, but I don't know how to put it across. from different cultures. We aren't sure, is this the right time to speak? Is it the wrong time to speak? Right? So because of that, the ambiguity there, we tend to stay back, hold back, right? Our thoughts and feelings. Fear of rejection. Have we felt this before? Yes. When you're in an unfamiliar place, unfamiliar setting, don't know the people around you, you feel a fear, right? Now, let alone being in that place, fear of being in that place and that environment, but speaking to other people. Sometimes just going up to someone and fearing that they will not approach you or accept you the way you want, that could also cause a fear, right? Anxiety and nervousness. Have you all felt this? Yes? Okay. We know what anxiety and nervousness is. So, Jessica, anxiety and nervousness would be like scared. Scared to talk. Okay? You want to talk, but you're scared. This is anxiety and nervousness. Okay? Lack of awareness. What do you think this means? Barriers of communication, lack of an awareness. Now this is the opposite. We've been talking about being shy and being scared. Now have you seen people who are too loud?
Yeah. Or they don't know like when to stop speaking.
They don't know when to stop. So if you meet someone who needs to just take over the whole conversation and you don't have space to get your thoughts in, would you continue trying to have a conversation with this person? No. You just sit back and say, you know what? Please continue. Right? And most likely you've stopped listening to the person. So this is lack of awareness. Maybe yours, maybe other people's. So be aware of how you communicate. Now these are just some. We have other barriers, right? So if you're in a loud place, is it easy to communicate with the person next to you? No. Noise. Noise could be a barrier, right? How about people who have a speech impediment? Okay, they've got some sort of speech impediment, they can't pronounce words properly. That could also be a barrier to communication for them and for the person listening, right? And also other disabilities, right? People who can't speak, people who can't hear. These could be barriers. Right, so let's move on. Foundations of effective communication, greetings and introductions. Now when we meet people, just say we're walking towards somebody that we don't really know, what's the first thing you would do? Hello, that's good. Okay, so hello is a greeting. Right now, after I go up to you and I say, hi, hello, then what do I do? You shake hands. Now you're using non-verbal communication. You're extending your hand, right? Okay, what else do you do after that? You smile. Then formal way of asking this, asking someone how they are. It's how are you? How are you? There's a contraction. How are you is a little bit more formal, but you can use it in both a formal and informal setting. Alright? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Formal, informal? Formal, yes. You wouldn't go up to your best friend and say, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night. No. Good day would be possibly at the end of the day, right? When you've spoken to somebody you barely know, you'd say, good day, right? Okay. How about, hi, I'm
That's
formal? Yes. Hi, I'm. You can say that, formal and informal. Hi, I'm, or hi, my name is, right? Those could be formal greetings. You can also say, hi, I'm, in an informal way. Nothing wrong with that. So there are different ways to greet, different, there's formal and informal greetings. So you need to know who you're speaking to and which to use. Okay? So, for instance, you are meeting the Prime Minister of a country. Atira, what would you say?
Prime Minister?
Yeah, Prime Minister of a country.
Hello.
Hello. What else?
How are you?
How are you? Okay. All right. Siva, if you were meeting an old friend from primary school, you bumped into him, what would you say?
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro. Very good. Okay, now what would yo, bro be? Formal or informal? Informal, right? Okay. Gladys, if you were meeting somebody from work, what would you say?
Hi.
Hi, that's right. TD, if you answer the phone, a number you don't know, what would you say? Hello, that's right. Okay. If you answered a call from a friend, someone you know very well, what would you say?
Hi there.
Hi dear. Yes. So, do you see the difference between formal and informal greetings? Okay, good. Let's move on. All right. Have you all heard of this word, small talk? Small talk. It doesn't mean you whisper. Hi, let's talk. No, that's not small talk. That's whispering. What is small talk? Okay, looking at this, sort of telling you what it is, right? Okay, so have a read. So small talk is basically conversations that you have on topics that are relatable and not too serious. It's not going to get you into an argument. You are not going to have disagreements. You're not going to have intense conversations. All right? So small talk can be things about the weather. It can be things about what you do daily, your hobbies, your weekend plans, maybe a trip you're planning in the near future. These are things that you can relate to, right? So whether someone else is telling you about their routines and hobbies or travel plans, you are able to understand it and you are also able to relate because you have your own daily routines. You notice the weather and you might have plans to travel. Correct? Okay. Let's look at this. Sif, can I get you to read the first one, please?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Gladys, the second one, please.
Good to see you. How have you been?
Good. Cameron,
How's it going?
how's it going? Good. Atira,
Long time no see. How have you been?
good. TD,
It's been so hot, cold lately.
all right, good. And Siva?
It's such a beautiful day, isn't it?
Okay. So these are types of questions or expressions we can use to start off small talk. Because most often when you go to someone or you meet someone or in a small environment, let's say you've got your best friend with you, you go to a little party, okay? You know your best friend's your anchor. You want to hold on to your friend and say, "Oh, you better not leave me." And then your friend has to go to the toilet or to answer the phone. And you're left with strangers. And you've already said, hi, my name is. What else is there to say? Use these. This helps start think of that we can use to make small talk in a social setting?
You can compliment somebody's clothes.
Sorry, say that again.
You can compliment somebody's clothes.
You can pay someone a compliment. Very good. How would you pay someone a compliment?
Just like, hey, that's a nice shirt you got, nice shoes.
Yes. Hey, you wear a nice pair of shoes. Hey, you've got a nice shirt. Where did you get it from? Right. So that's a great conversation starter because it compels the other person to give you an answer because they know they got it. Oh, got it from a friend. What other possible answers could that person have for that question, TD? So he said, he paid someone a compliment and he said, oh, those are nice shoes. What would you say?
Well, thank you, I got it from somewhere. Or
Yes.
it's a gift.
Yes, so most likely you'd say, oh, thank you, and you would expand on that. You would give them more information on how you got it, where you got it, something like that, right? That's how we interact. Okay, any other conversation starters that you think you've tried or you've heard before? So imagine yourself in a social environment, little group, maybe about 5 or 6 people. Your good friends walked away to answer a call. You've already made your introductions, you've greeted them, everyone's sitting there. You feel it's a bit uncomfortable. You want to say something. What would you say?
Hi, do you live around here?
Very good, thank you. Okay, let's give a clap. Well done. Hi, do you live around here? Are you from around here? Right? Because you're asking them about where they're from. And most likely, what would the answer be, Cameron?
What was the question? Sorry.
Are you from around here? Do you live around here?
Oh, for me?
If that was a question, what
Oh.
would the possible answer be?
Oh, no, I'm from another country.
Oh no, I'm from another country. TD, what would your answer be?
Yeah, stay in Shiraz.
Yes, I'm staying in Cheras, or I live in Cheras. Okay? Alright, well done. Okay, let's move on to asking questions about work or hobbies. Alright? So this is a good way to continue a conversation. Alright? This way you have something to ask, something to talk about. You know about yourself, but you don't know about the other person. Right? And hobbies are something that everybody they're familiar with. Right? So questions about work, especially work, would be something interesting to talk about. Everybody has, ways and means of making a living. And you might actually be interested or surprised by what they do for a living, right? Okay. Now I want you to just turn around to each other, pick any question, and ask someone. Either, what do you do for a living? What do you do in your free time? Are you into sports? Do you enjoy stand-up comedy? Hey, have you watched any good movies lately? Just turn around, ask someone a question, and tell me what the answer is. Go ahead.
You usually
Are
ask
you into
sports,
sports?
right?
Also,
Why do you ask us?
Okay, I suppose
What do you do for a living?
Okay.
You can ask me.
This is wrong.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I decide.
Well done. Okay,
Okay.
so now how many of you enjoy watching stand-up comedy? Stand-up comedy. Do you know what stand-up comedy is? When someone is standing in front of a room telling you jokes to make you laugh. You usually pay a fee to buy a ticket, go and sit and watch them. I enjoy stand-up comedy. Okay, I think the last I watched was Trevor Noah on Netflix, and I enjoyed it. Another one is Joe Coy, so that was really fun. And Russell Peters. Yeah, these are my three favorite stand-up comedians. Okay, if you want a good laugh, check it out on Netflix. I'm not being paid to. I'm on them, by the way. Okay, current events and travel. So these are light topics. Again, let's go through them so you know how to say them. Did you hear about? I saw something interesting today. Have you been following any sports, teams? Have you been following, I'm sure you all know that song,
Yeah.
right? Okay, it's trending right now, it's a trend. How many of you have watched it? How many of you have tried it?
No.
How many of you have been singing it in your heads? Yes, okay.